Hey guys, it's B Scott here. Welcome to another episode of Ride Along. This week we got Bman.
What up?
We got Saddle Kid back.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah.
I think this is the first time since we restarted this series that we actually had somebody else on with us.
Well, it's the first time since November, actually.
Yeah,
September, November, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
It's been a busy few weeks for all of us. I went to
Comic-Con last week, which I'm going to talk about in a minute.
Niagara Comic-Con.
Niagara Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's just been super busy. But yeah, do you want to do wrestling or that first?
Well, I guess we'll quickly run through the wrestling because
Yeah.
there's only a few matches set for Money in the Bank right now. So
When is that? July 1st?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm
Canada Day. It starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, too.
Why is it overseas?
Yeah, it's in the UK.
Oh, that explains it. Fuck, I'm busy that day.
Tape it. Hint, tape it.
I know.
Yeah. Well, that's what
I
I'm
see
going
there's
to
a new
do.
Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah, and the new title belts. Basically, those title belts are like, you know that meme where it's just like, hey man, can I copy your homework? Sure, just change it up a little bit so it doesn't make it obvious.
Yeah. And then apparently Triple H is looking into doing even more title belts.
Oh boy.
Why do we need to add more titles?
Also, they're looking to unify the women's tag team titles. I think that's tonight on SmackDown.
Whatever happened to the brand split? Why are you unifying stuff?
I don't know. They go and they do a brand split, and then it doesn't matter.
That's what you said. You called it a few ride-alongs ago.
Yeah,
you fucking called that.
They do a brand split, and then within a couple weeks, it doesn't even fucking matter.
The whole point of a brand split is to have separate titles on both brands. Come on, like this is ridiculous.
I know, like we have the draft and then
yeah,
start.
like come on, like
I
I fucking like that.
Going after everybody.
Yeah.
In different shows. Like look at Rollins. He's going after the NXT guy.
I like brand splits. I like brand splits.
You're supposed to be Raw, not freaking NXT.
Yeah. I don't mind a crossover once in a while, but come on, like.
Well, we've been seeing a lot of main roster guys show up on NXT lately. Baron Corbin, Mustafa Ali.
NXT should be its own roster too.
It was until recently.
Yeah, it should be. Like use it like. I remember when NXT used to be better than Raw and SmackDown a few years ago.
Yeah, the black and gold era. Yeah, I remember that.
What happened to that? Like
Vince McMahon happened to it. That's what.
Yeah, of course.
Because apparently NXT wasn't beating AEW in the ratings. So
AEW has no storylines, and even Jericho admitted that.
Yeah, I know. I get
at least
that.
has storylines.
Yeah,
I went to like an in fact, I'm actually going to their Forbidden Door next Sunday.
Nice.
And then I'm also going to the tapings. So that's when AEW and New Japan Wrestling collide. So you're going to see guys from like New Japan and guys from, But yeah, I went to the AEW, I think it was not Dynamite, Dark or...
The one you went to Rico, right?
Yeah. Rampage.
What was that? Oh, Rampage? I thought it was
I think it was Rampage. Like, we didn't go to Dynamite
Dynamite was expensive.
because it was expensive. There were no storylines. It made zero sense. Well, actually, like, I also don't like watch AEW, but still, like, have a storyline. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's this guy breaking for? Let's go. Sorry, this guy had... Anyways.
So we talk about NXT for a second. It's weird because this coming week, Seth Rollins, the new World Heavyweight Champion, not only is he defending his title in an open challenge on Monday, he's facing Braun Breaker for the title on Tuesday, and of course he's got the pay-per-view match coming up against Finn Balor at Money in the Bank. So, I don't know, like, it takes away from it a little bit. No, not in 1 week, it's just 2 matches, but he's got the 3 title defenses coming up soon. But that kind of takes away from the excitement a little bit, because if we know he's facing Finn at the pay-per-view for the title, like, he's going to retain against Breaker, he's going to retain against whoever he faces this week on Raw. So, otherwise, what was the whole point of booking the match in the first place? Anyway, so since we're on the topic about it, why don't we predict Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor? Who do you think's going to win? Rollins?
What's the title?
It's the World Heavyweight title.
I'm going to say Balor.
Balor, really? That's interesting.
The Judgment Day needs a title. Well, they kind of need a title.
Well, this is interesting because it could very well be that since we're going to get to it in a bit, Damian Priest is in Money in the Bank. This could be very interesting because they've been hinting splits in the Judgment Day for a little while now.
But that's a good tag team, though.
It's WWE. They split up teams almost as soon as they form them.
I know, which is stupid because, like, look at the legacy. Like, that was a legendary team, or the Hart Foundation, or any of that. Like, keep some tag teams around. I like that tag team.
Yeah, well,
there's even rumors of them.
Sheamus and Cesaro. That was a great tag team there too.
I actually didn't like that team.
I love that team.
We don't just set the bar; we are the bar.
That was a stupid gimmick. Like, honestly, I'm into it. I'm into if it's a good gimmick. You know, like Legacy, Demolition.
Old school.
There's a lot of different ones. Highlanders, like, you gotta live the gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm into that.
The Basham Brothers.
There's a couple.
Those are old school teams, but yeah.
Wolfpack, NWO. I think that's what they were called. The Wolfpack.
Well, that was a derivative. Yeah, that was a split off.
Yeah. There's a lot of Aces and Eights from TNA.
Aces and Eights, yeah.
But how interesting would this be? Is if Priest won Money in the Bank, and then if Finn Balor won the title from Seth, he immediately cashed it in on Finn.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be fucking hilarious.
That'd be funny as hell.
That would be hilarious, but then there'll be a breakup right then and there.
Yeah. Speaking of Money in the Bank, apparently, did you know now it can be cashed in on any title?
About time.
Well, okay, so now SmackDown Superstar. Okay, let's say SmackDown Superstar wins the Money
I like
in the
that
Bank.
though. Yeah.
Okay, so now you can go ahead and challenge for Seth Rollins.
I like that though.
Yep.
No.
But the thing is, why would they have the WWE draft in the first fucking place?
Right. No. But
That's WWE.
But now here's
for
the
you.
thing. Let's say they kept the draft and they followed the rules. Like I said, I don't mind a little bit of a crossover. Survivor Series, Mania, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
This would be a perfect chance. If that certain superstar won the Money in the Bank and he wants to go for, let's say, the tag team titles, if he finds a partner, he can go for that title. So, like, I do actually like that idea. I do like that.
Yeah, but why would you not go for anything? Why would you go for anything but the world title?
Because maybe your dream was to be a tag team champion.
I don't know.
It's just good though, because actually, like, let's say you're a new super. Let's just say that this happened. Let's say an NXT guy won it, right? He's brand new. He wants to make his way up to the top. Maybe he wants to prestigious Intercontinental title. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a younger guy, right? So maybe that's why.
I guess, but still, like, that makes no sense.
Or like, let's say the Undertaker won it, and he wants to go for the NXT champion.
Well, apparently he could do that.
Well, look.
Imagine if he did.
Well,
oh my God, that'd be funny.
Well, look at Otis, for example. He was a new superstar, and then they tried to make him champion, but then they're like, no, we're just gonna give the belt away.
No, they gave the Money in the Bank to the Miz.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. They took his opportunity of being champ.
Otis was never gonna be champ anyway. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They're not gonna put the title on Otis. They were never gonna do that. That's why they took it. If they had plans of giving it to Otis, why didn't they just let him keep the briefcase?
Hold on. Any title, right?
Now it's any title. Before.
So
before it wasn't.
So can a male superstar go for the women's championship?
No.
I doubt it, but that'd be funny.
Okay.
Hey, it is 2023. If they identify as a woman,
right?
I
know it's 2023, but the only male superstar that actually went for the women's title was actually Santino Marella.
Goldust wins it. I identify as a woman.
No, there is one former guy that's been a former women's champion, Harvey Whippleman.
The hell?
Yeah, it was back in the Attitude Era.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
He's the only guy to ever be women's champion.
China's the only man or the only woman to win a man's belt.
That'd be funny though. Like, imagine like if you win Money in the Bank and you're like, you know what?
She won the Intercontinental.
I want to be the Raw Women's Champion.
Yeah.
The next day, like, you could identify as a woman and go for it. It's 2023, man. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's true.
I guess so.
It's
yeah.
true. Anyways,
Anyway, we got a little bit. Let's talk about what about Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio? That's gonna be a good match.
Cody Rhodes.
I don't know. I think maybe if Brock interferes, Dom can pick up the win and get some major heat. I don't know, Dougie. What do you think, Cody or Dom?
I'm thinking Cody, but
I think Brock might interfere and
I don't know. See, I don't know because Brock Lesnar has been after Cody for about a month now, and yet he's broke his arm, and then now he's fucking doing whatever. And so now they're gonna have the match So it's like, so Lesnar's probably either gonna interfere or they're just gonna leave it as it. Just have Dom actually pull off, either pull off like a clean win or have Cody pull off a clean win. Who never knows? But I'm going Cody anyways.
Yeah, I think Dom's gonna win because Brock's gonna interfere.
That's true. I'm gonna go Cody.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we got the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. There's one participant yet to be announced, but so far it's Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Io Sky, and Bayley for the women's Money in the Bank match. This one's tough for me. I want to say Io wins, but I can see Bayley taking it from her, and they split up the Damage Control. Maybe they start splitting that faction too. Wouldn't surprise me. Again, this is WWE we're talking about, but I'm hoping Io Sky wins it.
Dougie?
I'm going Becky.
I'm going Bayley.
And Bayley? Yeah, it could be.
Who's the current Raw champion? Is it Asuka?
Oh, she's SmackDown.
Oh,
She's Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
And
Yeah.
Asuka's the WWE Women's Champion, and Rhea's the World Women's Champion.
Just put Raw on SmackDown.
It's kind of weird
Well,
how they have the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw, the World Women's Championship on SmackDown.
No, the World Women's Championship's on Raw too.
Oh, okay.
Why not just call it the Raw on SmackDown?
Well, because they don't want to do color coded anymore. Because if they change champions, they don't have to keep changing the titles with them.
Right.
Because they've done that twice now, and both times it hasn't really worked out. It's just kind of dumb. Like, why not just, if you're gonna change a title holder, back when they were still a thing, just swap the Intercontinental and United States champions. But no, they've been doing some stupid decisions. Again, that's WWE for you. What are you gonna do? So last but not least, for now anyway, we've got the men's Money in the Bank ladder match with Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, L.A. Knight, yeah, Santos Escobar, Butch, and as I mentioned earlier, Damian Priest.
I'm probably gonna go Damian Priest.
That could be pretty good. I want L.A. Knight. Yeah. I want him to
going
win
with
it.
LA Knight too, because I actually want to see him do something. Like, you know?
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Because like I really, really like his gimmick. It's a really cool gimmick. I like it.
I want him to turn babyface.
You know, I don't like the guy, but I'm going Priest anyways.
Priest to be interesting. So that's it for all the matches so far, but there's just one other thing I want to talk about, and that's the fact that Charlotte returned last week and cashed in her Charlotte in the Bank to challenge Asuka for
What the fuck is that?
the women's title. It's just a thing. Like, you know how Money in the Bank you can challenge for a title.
What's a Charlotte in the Bank though?
Okay. So you know how you have Money in the Bank, right?
Right.
You can challenge for a title any time.
Yeah.
Well, Charlotte in the Bank is like an exclusive thing for Charlotte because it seems every time she comes back, she challenges for a title and she gets a shot.
Did she actually say that on TV?
No, they don't actually say it, but it's a thing.
I was gonna say, what the fuck is
It's a thing on the internet. It's a way to describe how
Flair
Charlotte.
in the Bank is more like it because of her last name.
Well, whatever. But I'm saying my point is like, every time she comes back from like taking time off, she challenges for a title and she gets it.
Because she's Flair. Woo! That's why.
Yeah,
If
but
your
it's
last
dumb.
name was Flair,
They were literally.
you would get it too.
Okay, but they were literally about to announce Bianca versus Asuka for the title, and then Charlotte just comes in and is like, "Oh, I want a title shot," and Asuka's like, "Oh yeah, you got it." And I'm like,
Because she knows the right people. She's wheeling and dealing, just like her dad. She's styling and profiling.
she needs to stay away from the title for a while, I think. So either she's she's been on the main roster for 7 years now,
Yeah.
or 8 years, I think. She's either been in contention for a title or she's been a title holder.
Yeah.
The whole time. I don't think she's done anything but. And it's just getting a little bit annoying.
Right.
It's a little too much. We might also see Gunther take on Riddle for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know when that's going to happen. They're probably, knowing WWE, it's probably going to be like the Raw before Money in the Bank.
I'm going Gunther.
If it happens, yeah, I think Gunther's going to retain.
I think he's going to be the longest reigning
Well, he doesn't have that much further to go. I think he's only got till
He beat
September.
Honky Tonk Man's record the other day.
No, he didn't. That
Oh, he
was
didn't?
that was somebody else's.
Yeah.
A Honky Tonks. He's got another 3 months before he.
Honky Tonk Man. Remember that was in
Yeah, the honkometer. That's funny. And one last bit of wrestling news for now is that Carlito's coming back.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
What's brand is he on?
Don't know yet. He's yet to. I think he's
Well, he
gonna-
came back at Backlash and
Yeah. Well, now he's
That's
actually
very cool.
he's actually signed a contract.
it's cool. It's cool.
That's cool.
Keep it cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, that's pretty much all the wrestling news I wanted to talk about.
Okay, so talk to us about your trip to Comic Con.
Well, before I do that,
Niagara Comic Con.
I need to rest my voice for a second. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about?
Yeah, I actually do. 2 shows coming up. Next Saturday, there's a show in Oshawa. It's called Roll Up. We got a huge card. We got Briz. We got Warzone. We got a billion other people on it. We got Frosty. We got King Shaggy. Hit that place up. It's $15. It's on Simcoe Street, Simcoe Jazz Bar. Go on my Facebook, you'll find it. Secondly, there's another show coming up. It's with Millie's, I think his name is. The opening act is going to be Iron Wind and My City Records, July 9th at the Annex, the Onyx Club. Used to be Mod Club.
Oh yeah.
It's
with
downtown
Peter Jackson.
Toronto.
Goes against Peter Jackson.
Yes.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw
$35.
that. I was thinking about buying a ticket against Peter Jackson.
Well, if you are, it's $35 a ticket.
35?
You can hit up either him or My City Records. BME. We'll be in the building for both shows. We will be there.
Oh, this guy.
And yeah, BME, we're working on an album. Well, it's like Alex is, but I'm a part of BME. So, he's working on his album. We're planning a tour. We're gonna do our own
I
show.
want to buy that album.
Well, it's not for sale. You have to go on Spotify and fucking download it.
Well,
We don't have the budget for that. Although we do have merchandise, and yes, you bought a shirt, and you did too, Brandon. So thank you very much. New merch coming soon.
I'm still waiting on the sweater. I'm gonna try and get a
Fuck
hat.
yeah, we gotta get you a
Got
sweater.
one.
Hats are super sick. I got one on right now. So we're going on tour. We're doing our own show very soon. Busy shit coming up at BME, yo. A lot of crazy shit. We're gonna be doing a lot of Durham shows too. So yeah, there's gonna be a Durham takeover. We're gonna take over Durham. We're gonna be doing shows all over Durham this summer. It's fucking gonna be crazy. You guys can't wait. You gotta wait and see. BME takeover. You already know. That's pretty much it.
Alright, well, that was short but sweet. Okay, so as I mentioned, I went to the Niagara Falls Comic Con this past week. I went for 2 days instead of one last time. You guys probably, if you've seen my video from last year.
We went last year.
Yeah, me and B-Scott went. Yeah, I can kind of compare, because I've been twice now. I can kind of compare it to the first time. The first time it wasn't too bad, because I didn't have to wait. Well, okay, no, the first time I went, there was one person I was waiting for a while, and she didn't show up until later, which, was fine, whatever. So, kind of sucked having to wait on her a little bit. And then, of course, the other one, which, John Bradshaw Layfield had to wait for him for a little while. So he showed up late. But the third one I got to talk to, forget his real name. He was played Jeffrey the Butler on Fresh Prince. I met him.
Oh, and you also met the voice of Mario too, right?
No.
I did.
Yeah, you did, but not
Woo!
Voice of Mario.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget his name. He's cool.
So compared to that, the waiting around for who I wanted to see this time, well, I only got to really see 2 people because that's all I had time for. The first one, Karen Ashley, as you know, the yellow Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. The second one, not the first one. I got to meet her. I got a photo of it on my phone. We actually got to do the whole "It's Morphin Time" thing. That was actually really fun.
That was cool.
And that was a lot of fun. I got to talk to her for a little while. She's really nice. She's a really cool person. So I didn't do much else that day. I wandered around. There was a lot of stuff I wanted to buy, but I knew
Was this on the Friday? Sorry.
Yeah, this was on the Friday. There was a lot of stuff I wanted to buy, but I just couldn't justify it to myself. I'm like, if I start spending now, I'm not going to be able to fucking stop. So I just got the photo and the autograph, and I wandered around for a bit. I saw some really cool
What
stuff.
else was she selling?
Okay, she was selling the morphers.
No way.
Yeah, the power coins.
Did they actually light up?
No,
Fuck. How much were they? Like fucking $30?
like 60, I think.
Okay.
So she's selling the power
BME
morphers.
needs to update our prices to that.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
She's selling the power coins and the wrist communicators. Those are all
I wonder if those actually work.
And there are
I
some
don't
kind of
know.
watches, as I see.
Yeah, that's the communicators. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Did you post a video for that? 'Cause I
No.
haven't seen it. Oh damn. Go ahead.
No, I didn't do a video. I didn't feel like doing it again this year. So yeah, I met her on Friday. I was gonna meet Lita that day, but apparently her flight was delayed, so she wasn't in.
A lot of people were actually because of the forest fires.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
A lot of people were actually delayed. But yes, sir.
So I was gonna get in line to meet Jason, Jason Voorhees, but the lineup was way too long, so I was just like, nah, screw that.
Was he in costume?
No.
Fuck.
Well, they're never in costumes.
Unless you do the full one. But anyways.
Well,
Unless you do the costume, but they're never in costume.
No. I also saw some people dressed as Power Rangers walking around on the Saturday. That was pretty funny.
It's cool.
That's pretty cool, actually. Well,
Yeah.
you'd say it's funny, but I would say it's pretty.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was kind of funny. I'm like, oh, yeah, I should have known that was coming. So that was pretty much all I did on the Friday, and then Saturday I did a little bit more walking around, and then, so Saturday it was so freaking bad because I had to wait to actually get a ticket at the venue.
Yeah.
Because I didn't buy a ticket beforehand because I didn't know if I was going to be going again.
Yeah.
So I go stand in that line, waiting almost 2 hours to get in because they let everybody in with tickets first.
I remember that from last year.
Yeah. So
That's why you always gotta. That's why you always gotta buy like.
in advance. Yeah, I know that, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I did for the Friday, but I didn't for the Saturday. I got there at 10. I was quite a few people back. I mean, like 2 hours to get in. Then when I finally got in, I go get in the line to meet Lita, and it was like I was waiting probably like an hour and a half. So, and once that was done, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just done with today already. I'm just getting the heck out of
Did
here.
you meet the guy from Boy Meets World?
No, he wasn't there. I don't think. Was he? I don't remember.
William Danielson was there.
No, I think his appearance got canceled.
Oh shit! Really? Did you meet anyone else exciting, or oh no? Oh, you
No, I
didn't
was
meet Chris, right?
Well, I'm getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, I'm waiting in line for, and the freaking their organization was really fucked up though because they had Trish, Lita, and Brett all right beside each other.
Okay.
So everybody was like, okay, which lineup's which? Where do we go to line up for this person? Where do we line up for this person? It was crazy. They should have spaced them out a little more.
Yeah.
But, so I'm waiting in line for Lita after I finally figure out which line's hers, because the lineups are all super long, and then Brett wasn't even there yet. He got there like maybe half an hour after I got in the line for Lita, and his lineup was fucking insane. And he's there for all of maybe 10 minutes before he has to go do a photo op.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I would want to meet him, but at the same time, I'm not waiting like 4 hours. So I got my autograph from Lita. I went up to her. So I go up to her, and I'm like, and the first thing she says to me was like, I'm walking up to her, and the first thing she says to me is like, oh, hey, I really like your smile. And I'm like, oh, that just made my fucking day. Thank you. So we got chatting for a bit. I asked her a couple of things like, what are her thoughts on like the new women's titles and stuff, and she's like, oh, I think what'd she say? She's like, I don't remember exactly what she said, but I remember telling her what I was saying earlier about the titles being like the men's heavyweight titles. I said about that meme earlier. It was like, hey, let me copy your homework, that one. I asked her, like, do you think they need more titles or less? And she's like, oh, I think they're fine with what they have. They just need to book them better. I'm like, oh, absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more there.
Lita knows.
Oh, she should. She's been around the business for a long time.
Well, yes, just that question, she'll know it right away.
Well, I didn't really have, because they were side by side. So once I got finished talking to Lita and getting autograph and stuff, I have to do this now since she's right there. So I go up I go up to her. I'm waiting. She's talking to somebody, so I wait a couple minutes. And I'm like, oh, by the way, before I got to get this chance to say this now. So I said, thank you, Trish. And she's like, and she healed on me too. It was fucking hilarious. She's like, oh yeah, like I haven't heard that one before today. That's original. And I was like, oh fuck.
Was she in heel though when you talked to her or no?
Well, I didn't talk to her much. I just got to say, oh, thank you, Trish, kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to shake her hand too, which was nice. So, but she did like the heel thing, which is really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall it wasn't too bad except for the waiting part. That was the worst part of it.
Yeah.
And like I said last year, I didn't have to wait nearly as long to meet any of the, well, except for Veronica Taylor, because JBL, but that's because they weren't there.
Yeah, and you got an extra one for free too.
Yeah, which I gave to you.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
was
gonna go
lucky.
That, and I have it on.
I was lucky too. I was like, I remember talking to her handler or whatever. I'm like, oh, I really want to get another one, but I don't think I can afford it. She's like, oh, just have it for free then. I'm like, oh, awesome, thank you.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, that was so nice of
It was
her.
me for my birthday. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I was like the best birthday present. I can never get wrong with that. Huge Pokemon fan. I love fucking Ash Ketchum.
Veronica Taylor,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck,
she's
do I go
so...
right here?
No, you're good. Wait, do you?
Yes, I think I'm supposed to.
No, it's not this one.
That was the next one.
Yeah.
Anyways, you were saying? Go on.
So yeah, so in terms of overall, I think last year was a little bit better, but that's because I didn't have to wait nearly as long for most of them. But this year was all right. Like with Karen, I didn't have to wait all that long because there was like nobody in line when I went to go see her. But Lita, as I said, I had to wait a long time. That's because I didn't get my ticket. So next year, if I go, obviously I'm going to get my ticket beforehand, and then I got to decide if I'm staying an extra day and then get my ticket that day too. But I don't think I will.
Yeah.
Because it's like I said to my uncle, I'm like, I can't really spend too much time out here. I just have such a hard time getting to sleep.
Oh yeah. What?
I don't know what, I couldn't tell you what it was. I really couldn't.
Homesickness.
No. I'm only there for like a day or two.
Yeah.
They should bring Comic-Con back here in Toronto.
They do.
They
It's
have
August.
it. It's well, that's Fan Expo, but
Same thing.
I think Comic-Con itself, I think is
Comic-Con is the
March.
smaller one in March.
Yeah. I was
Fan
gonna
Expo
go to,
is the big one. Like they have those like in the mega cities like New York, San Diego, and places like that. Like that's the bigger one.
Yeah.
And they have it here.
Yeah, and they have a few
Since we have
places
time, why don't you go north instead of south?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I remember one of them that was out in Florida there.
They have them in Florida, yeah.
There was a Comic-Con thing out in Florida. Both Edge and Christian, both were out there. They both sat in the same booth here.
Say they live here. Why don't they do the ones up here?
They
See,
make
that's
more
the
money
thing I don't get
there.
either. Some of the wrestlers, I don't get how they do it, but there's a bunch of Canadian guys that go down to the south. They do Comic-Cons out there, but yet barely anybody comes up here and does ours. Like we got Brett, we got Trish, good enough, but
Whoa.
He went right through the
Brett and
redneck
Trish, good
guy.
enough, but
Sure, I guess.
you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was my Comic-Con experience. I think, like I said, last year I think might have been a little bit better than this year, but that's because of all the waiting I did.
Yeah.
So hopefully next year, like if I go, hopefully the person I'm going to go see is going to be there on the day that I go. Otherwise, I'm screwed. So.
Well, you have to see who they announce next year.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying.
The thing is, next year I want to actually go this time.
Yeah, for sure. Come through, man.
I'll start saving your money.
Because I wanted to go for this one,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I didn't have time because I had work.
Yeah, no.
I had
Well, you
work,
could always come down.
Funds as it was.
You could always come down on the Saturday.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not traveling fucking 6 a.m. all the way up to like when it opens.
Well, no, but it's open. It's open all day, and if you're gonna get tickets, it doesn't really matter. If you get tickets ahead of time, or if
Yes, but here's the thing. Now, if I get tickets and I go to stand in line for an actor and the lineup's like fucking right out the door, I'm not gonna want to stand out there and stand in those lines.
well,
So
okay,
you
that's
get there as early as you can so you can get those lines. so you get more people in. That's why you go in. That's why you leave like almost like 2-3 hours before the actual event actually opens. So that way you get a spot at whatever guy you want to pick.
Okay, that's fair, but
That's
you
fair
could
enough, isn't it?
you could take do one of two things: is take a day off, or you could come, or if you're going on a Saturday, you come down the night before. And I know it's expensive as hell, but you get a hotel for the night, and then you.
That's what I do.
Yeah. So if you know now whether or not you're going, or like ahead of time, just save up some money.
I recommend the Windhelm Garden. I think that's where I stayed.
Well, see, the thing is, with ComCon and whatnot, they do have VIP ticketing, but that's like so expensive.
It is, and you got not only that, you have to pay for the full weekend. You're gonna get VIP.
Yeah, you gotta pay for the full weekend. I don't think I can go there, do one day, go home, come back, go home, come back. I don't think I can do that.
Well, no, but that's why you get a hotel room down there.
That's why you get like a 2-day hotel room.
See, I'm lucky because I got relatives living out there, so if I had to spend the night over, that's what I would do. But I get it. You guys don't exactly have that option.
No.
But I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore because it was so tough to fall asleep.
Would you
out
get a
there.
hotel?
No, because it wouldn't be any better.
Yeah.
I would just have to either stay up all night and leave early in the morning, or go to sleep early and get out there by like 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock.
But anyways, so that's your stay at Comic-Con, eh? That's something.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That sounds cool. All right, guys. Do you want to wrap it up?
Unless anybody else got anything to talk about.
I got really nothing really.
Nothing really.
Alrighty.
All right, guys.
What? You see? Except for what?
Except for the 2 shows me and Danny went to see, or me and Brandon went to see.
Oh yeah, we've seen a
we got
couple.
to see
Madchild.
Halloween and Disturbed.
Undisturbed.
Back in May. Sorry, we got to.
Oh, that was a little while ago.
Yeah.
That was the Madchild show.
Oh, that show was awesome.
That was good. Oh yeah, and we also saw that.
So I get my VIP. It's $144. So I paid.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Told him he canceled it because he got sick.
Oh, that
Okay,
sucks.
so what happened was I got the tour shirt, whatever, exclusive tour shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
Exclusive. Got a lanyard and got the poster.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I go. He does a little. Robbie G goes up, does his little thing, blah blah blah.
A lot of opening acts too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 opening acts.
Really
but
good.
They took like at least like 20-25 minutes per.
They were good though. I really.
So we're going into the Madchild. So Madchild gets up there and he sings like 1 or 2 songs. 2 or 3 songs actually, 2 or 3 songs, and then he announces that I can only give fist bumps since I'm not really feeling that greatest. So then he plays like a little bit later in the night, and then he says, "Well, sorry guys, but I can't really do it again."
Well, at least he showed up still.
But he came down to the crowd there, and he actually bumped into me, and I almost fell down.
Oh shit.
And I was like, hey, if he actually made me fall, I would actually congratulate him for that. I would. So at the end of the night there, Robbie G was like, okay, well, since Madchild can't really give me an autograph, here, I'll see if I can try and do it for you. So he goes into the back there and he brings all our posters in, and he gets him to sign it. Hey?
That's cool.
Hey, at least I got the autograph.
That's cool.
And I framed it and everything, so.
That reminds me of the time when we used to do when they used to have the Ron James show on CBC. I went to a few tapings, got Buddy, one of the stage managers or whatever, go backstage and get him to sign like my ticket or whatever.
Yeah.
I did that. Yeah. Way back in
I
that was way back in the day.
Somewhere. What am I doing?
Yeah, same. It's way back in the day. We're talking like 20 I don't even remember how long ago that was.
I'd say more or less like 2010, 2011.
Something like that. Maybe a little bit later than that.
At least that, because I was out of school by then.
Maybe a little bit later, but it was around there. All
But
right.
other than that, like the show is not bad. Like they had 2 shows playing the Yellow Combo, but you know.
Hey, Doug, you want to go see Lisa?
Lisa's actually at my place.
I was gonna say, isn't she still at your place right now?
Lisa's at my place. I don't know what you're talking
Okay,
Yeah,
well
she
then
was
like,
there
we can go
yesterday.
in see that girl, the one that was at Disturbed.
Jess or the other
Yeah,
Jessica.
I'm not willing to see her. She's probably busy today. Anyway.
Who's the other one that was there? Janet?
Brittany.
Brittany. Oh.
one? Brittany?
Yeah, but other than that, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That's cool. We got another concert Dougie and I are going to in a couple of weeks.
Aqua.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's
Aqua,
gonna be
yes.
so good. I never had the chance to, but then I saw the tickets were. I'm like, I am fucking going. I do not care.
Yeah.
It weren't that bad either. I think it was like $60, $65 bucks.
75.
Well, yeah,
Or
something like that.
75.
Something like that.
'Cause I remember because I still have the ticket.
Yeah, I gotta reset my password again so I can get the ticket. So they don't let you. You have to do it on Ticketmaster. They don't just send you the email.
No, I know you have to use the app.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you gotta use the app. A lot of the nowadays, a lot of the freaking online, when you order the thing online, it's always the app or whatever specifically apps that you gotta use.
Yeah, that's.
And I was supposed to go see a guy from Tragically Hip, but he had to cancel out the show because one of his band members were ill. So then he emails everybody saying, sorry, we couldn't make it to the show, here's your refund, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It'll take 10 to 15 business days. And then he goes on Instagram there and he's like, well, there's been a lot of shit on my mind and whatnot, but tonight in Hamilton he's actually playing a show.
Yeah.
Which
Tonight is
kind of
the night
weird
we're
on why he
filming.
didn't play the show on June 6th because one of his band members was sick. I thought, well, maybe you're supposed to cancel the whole show, but I guess he only played like 2 out of his 6 that he had.
Yeah.
2.
Tonight is in the night we're filming, not like the night this comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I got nothing.
We can wrap it up here, guys.
But I got nothing really else to say, so.
Okay. I guess
I'm going to Wonderland on Monday, so I might give a review of Tundra Twister if it's open.
For sure.
Well, I'm probably going to Wonderland on Monday. I don't know yet.
Okay.
All right, then. I think that'll wrap things up. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't worry, it's a short list.
Okay, peace out.
Later.